I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again. Read the fine print. In every state that has signed a bill thus far stating that as of July 1st, you can be compensated. You better read that fine print. What you think you're getting, you're not really getting, especially here in the state of Georgia. You know your favorite coach is back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. But first, welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like these videos, comment on these videos. Not to mention, guys, hit that notification bell so you get all these videos. Like I tell you all the time, tap in a friend, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. And remember, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to tap on in and get right to it. But yes, as I stated to you before, guys, make sure you read the fine print of everything that you sign. And not to mention, I saw that our family and friends out there have met the requirement that you guys wanted me to post information about recruiting so that your student athletes get a better understanding of what's going on. Guys, I'm setting things up. I'm looking to go live with that tentatively this coming week, Wednesday, I think at 9 o'clock, we'll probably go ahead and get to it. I'm going to get everything set up. You should see a card, a thumbnail that I'm going to put out there in the community, letting you guys know the exact date on when we're going to do it. Guys, I see that you guys did exactly what I asked you to do. So I'm going to go ahead and give you back the information that I said I have readily awaiting to share with you. All right. But yes, guys, I know many of you out there are talking about, I know many of you may not even heard about this bill yet, but I'm hoping every last one of the student athletes are paying attention to this bill that your governors in each of your states are signing, because signing concerning name, image, and likeness. Listen, House Bill 617 in the state of Georgia ain't worth a wad of paper turd that is balled up and signed on, because the simple fact is a lot of the players, because the players aren't benefiting off their name, image, and likeness like they should. There's always that fine line in there. And guys, you got to pay attention to that. You're being put on the hook for something that the NCAA kind of don't want to take responsibility for, but they need to be held accountable for. If you're considering going to any college in the state of Georgia, please make sure you read House Bill 617 and understand what you're signing and what you're about to give up. Key phrase, give up. Remember I said that. Pay attention. Here we go. Y'all ready? Strap on in. Let's go. If you haven't been keeping up with the NCAA versus Austin case that is currently in the Supreme Court, whether the NCAA's restrictions on compensation for student athletes are volatile of federal antitrust laws. Check this out. This case has been going on for 7 years now. Understand the NCAA has money to keep this case ongoing. That means Austin and his group that's trying to get the NCAA to come back and compensate players that were previously at these universities based on their name, image, and likeness. They're trying to do whatever they can and not have to kick that money back to these folks that they rightfully deserve. But you know what? This is where the current student athletes, the current collegiate athletes come in. The NCAA is hoping that the states come in with something that allows them to just take their hands off the wheel and not have any type of responsibility as far as what's going on, as far as you being compensated for your name, image, and likeness. They just want to be able to step in and say hey, no, that's wrong. That's right. That's wrong. When it's convenient for them. Because you got to understand one thing. Them trying to keep their hands from getting dirty and having to compensate players from the past once the decision is rendered. Remember, those NCAA games, that many of you bought for your PlayStation, your PS1, your Xbox, and your PlayStation 2s. And then after that, they kind of faded away because NCAA did away with them because of the fact that you had student athletes out there challenging the fact that the NCAA was making money off of making additional funds off of their name, image, and likeness based on the video games. Now, not to mention merch and everything else under the sun. Well, guess what? House Bill 617 in the state of Georgia, which is set to begin July 1st, will allow colleges in the state of Georgia to allocate 75% of the compensation of student athletes that they make off their name, image, likeness, endorsement, sponsored business arrangements, and influencer deals on social media. This is what they call this pooling. Okay, pooling is set up to where the colleges and universities in the state of Georgia, they can enact pooling if they want to, which will, guess what, compensate the old players that went to the same university or colleges that you're currently going at, getting paid for your name, image, and likeness. They can do that to up to 75% of the monies that you earn. That's correct. If you haven't read House Bill 617, you need to do that right now. Because I'm gonna tell you, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the description below. I'm gonna just put the link there so that you can see it. Like I said, House Bill 617 does state that the colleges and universities in the state of Georgia can advise that they won't do it. But I'm gonna tell you this: make sure you have it in writing, because you don't trust nobody with the word of mouth. Not to mention, before you even sign anything, you make sure it goes to a lawyer before you put an initial, anything on it. Have somebody else read that documentation that understands contracts. Don't put your name on anything, holding yourself liable for something that you may get upset and get mad about later on down the line because you feel that it's unfair. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, it's a great thing that student athletes are about to get paid for that name, image, and likeness, but there's some shady stuff on the backside that's going on as well. So make sure you're paying close attention to what you're signing, okay? You're going to keep hearing me say that as well. Just like you hear me say discipline. Discipline goes along with making sure you know what you're signing, okay? But leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on House Bill 617. Do you agree or disagree? But until next time, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like these videos, comment on these videos. Also, guys, hit that notification bell so you can get all these videos. And remember, guys, be the one and lead.